Hi devs and welcome to Code in Short. Today we are going to set up Redux inside our React.js application. Suppose there are 10 baby in a room and we have to find John. We have to go and check everybody's name tag and then we can find John. But wouldn't have been it better if we had all the names of the children besides the number or their location in a single page? We would have easily found John at the first place. Redux inside React does the same. All the states inside every component is managed inside a single store of Redux, and this is how it happens. Redux has three parts: store, action, and a reducer. The action has a dispatch type action and payload, where payload is actually optional. A user can dispatch an action and then it is processed inside the action. Then it is checked inside the reducer function and the reducer updates the store. This is a complete circle of Redux. Let me show you how. First of all, we will create a Redux folder. Inside the Redux folder, we will need two folders, namely action, which will contain the actions file, and the reducer, which will contain all the reducer files. We will also create a store later. I'll show you how. First of all, in the actions, we will create action.js file. This file will have the action functions. Also, inside the reducer, we will have main reducer.js file which will combine all the reducers and send it to the store, and also a name reducer.js file. So in the action.js file, we'll create our first action function and we will export it. The function will be called getUsers and we are going to return a dispatch function through it, so that we could call other dispatch function inside of it. We will import Axios inside of it, and we are going to copy the same function that we used in our use effect. We'll cut it from here and paste it there, so we don't need it here. Great. And we will dispatch type as got names and the payload will be response.data. If we fail and get an error, we will pass the failed names as a string and payload will be error. The both will be strings. So this part is over. Then in the name reducer.js file, we are going to create an initial state which will be an empty users array, and then we will create name function which will have state as initial state as and action as parameters inside of it. We will use a switch case to check for every action type in it. The cases will be got users, which will return an empty array with a spreaded state. The triple dot is the spread operator and the user will be action.payload, which we dispatched before. The other case will be failed users, which will return the same spread state and error as action.payload. And the default, we will export this function as a default, but we will also need to write the initial state as a const, or else it will not be initialized properly. In the switch statement, we will return default state whenever the case is of default. In the main reducer, we will import a combine reducer from Redux. This is used for combining all the current reducers. Then we will import the name from the names reducer, and we are going to initialize main reducer as combine reducer function with an object name inside of it. We will export this as default and it's done. In the index.js file, we are going to import create store and apply middleware from Redux and provider from react-redux. Also thunk from redux-thunk. We will also import the compose middleware from Redux DevTools extension. We will initialize a const middleware as thunk. We will import main reducer from redux/reducers/main reducer, and we will create a store with the function called create store with main reducer, then compose with depth tools, and we will pass apply middleware and middleware spreaded through it as parameters. Then inside the render function we will create a provider component with the store as the store variable inside of it, and we'll cut this part and paste it below the react strict mode part. Now we can access any of the global variables inside our store in any part of react. Simple as it sounds. I think I've got an error. I haven't imported get names from. Okay, so import get names from redux inside the app.js file. This is just a simple function. We will import use selector and use dispatch functions from react redux. We'll use the use selector hook and the use dispatch hook like this, and in the use effect we will write dispatch get name function. This get name function was exported from the action.js file. Now we'll in the index.js we haven't completed the path, so we'll complete it with slash main reducer. Yeah, now we are ready. Let us see if our react function works. It works correctly, but managing all the global states can be troublesome. You will need a debugging tool. For this, we are going to use Redux DevTools extension of Google Chrome and install it inside your Chrome browser. You will need it and I highly recommend it. Let me show you how it works as I have previously installed it. Press F12 and select Redux. You can see all the current global state and their variables inside of it. You can also try the chart and raw view, but I prefer the tree. So congratulations, you have successfully created your own Redux store inside your React application. So if you like this video, please do like, share and subscribe. If you want to get notified whenever our new video comes up, do hit the bell icon. If you have any questions or any suggestions, write them below inside the comment box. Thank you and have a great day.